At Raju Law, we don't just provide legal services, we provide a pathway to your American dream. With offices in New York, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Dhaka, and Dubai, our global team is dedicated to delivering personalized immigration solutions. Whether you are pursuing a green card or navigating complex immigration processes, we are here to guide you at every stage. With a team of 10 associate attorneys and more than 180 law clerks and case managers, we craft solutions tailored to your unique needs. Our technology-driven platform ensures the fastest, most efficient service, saving you time while upholding the highest standards of quality. At Raju Law, we believe in affordable, transparent pricing without compromising on service excellence. Raju Law, where your American dream meets expert legal support. Contact us today.
Hello and welcome everyone. Good morning, everyone, and warm welcome to Raju Law's Monday Live. I am Manshi Katira, Assistant Manager at the Dubai branch of Raju Law, and I will be your host for today's session. It's a wonderful to see our audience joining us from all over the globe. If you are watching us live on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, don't forget to say hi in the comments and tell us where you are tuning in from. It's a wonderful to see our audience joining. For today's topic, it's a very exciting one for the entrepreneurs, executives, and business professionals. Insights into the L-1 visa, transferring your business to the US. So, the L-1 visa is the one of the most powerful pathways for the international business expansion. It also allows business owners and key employee to transfer from one foreign branch to a US office or even established a new one. So, however, understanding the eligibility criteria, documentation, and strategic planning behind the L1 process is essential for successful application. So, to help us with understanding the better concept on this L1 visa, we have an exceptional guest with us today, which is attorney Raju Mahajan. Mr. Mahajan is the founder and principal attorney of Raju Law. With years of experience in US immigration, he has successfully represented clients across the globe in the complex immigration matters.
Well, thank you very much, Manushi, for this and warm welcome. I welcome all of our audiences and viewers at this moment in different platforms. Without further delay, let's start talking about L1. I would like to see, yeah. Thank you so much. So as Manushi said, our today's discussion is L1. So L1 visa is for transferring employees of multinational corporation. Let me just tell you one thing. When we talk about multinational corporation, people have an idea that I'm talking about like a Google, Microsoft, or Pfizer, Moderna kind of multinational corporation. That's not true. Even a small business can be a multinational corporation. Let me give you an example. So let's say you have a small business in Dubai or Dhaka or Delhi or Karachi or any part of the world, right? And if you open a branch of that small business here in India or Pakistan or any countries, that is a multinational corporation. So please do not be scared that, oh, he is talking about giant corporations. I'm not talking about giant corporations. I'm talking about multinational corporation. That can be a small business too, medium business too. All right, without further delay, let's go to the next topic. Next slide. So, what is the L1 visa? The L1 visa allows US employers to transfer executives, managers, or specialized employees from their foreign offices or establish a new US branch, making it vital for multinational startup and family run businesses alike. Meaning, there will be at least two branches. There can be multiple branches, and the head office, the employer is going to transfer employee from one branch to American branch, and this transfer process will be done under L1 visa. So within L category, there are L1A and L1B visa. So let's talk about L1A first. It's for executives and managers. Please pay attention to the terms executives and managers. For senior level roles, executives, managers, like for example, CEO, CFO, CTO, uh, COO kind of positions. Usually they stay for 3 years first and then 1 year for new offices. Also, they can apply for extension and they can expand up to 7 years total. They cannot stay here beyond 7 years. Of course, by the time they can also get green card or transfer to other categories, that's okay. But in L1A, they cannot stay here for more than 7 years. On the other hand, L1B is a different kind of things I'm going to talk about in a minute. But before that, also L1A for senior level roles, the same topic. All right, let's go. Key requirements. U.S. and foreign entities must have a qualifying relationship. Both companies must be actively doing businesses. Employee must have recent proven work experience abroad with the company. All it means is like this is a significant kind of position. It's not like a like a entry level position. US and foreign entities must have a qualifying relationship. So what is a qualifying relationship? It is subject to determine. It depends on the business to business. Both companies must be actively doing business. This is very significant because a lot of time clients come to me and say, hey, I would like to transfer myself, but the American side will be actively involved with the business. That's not going to happen. To transfer yourself or any other employee, the American side and your home country side, both sides must be in actively doing businesses. Employee must have recent proven work experience abroad with the company. So those are kind of key requirements. Core eligibility requirements. Qualifying relationships. Parent company, subsidiary company, branch, or affiliate under a common ownership control. That's good. Doing business. Both US and foreign entity must be actively and continuously providing goods or services, not just existing on paper. This is very important. Employees work history must have worked full time for the foreign employee for a foreign company for one continuous year within the last 3 years before US entry. So this is another significant thing. Before you enter to America, you must work for the foreign branch at least one continuous year within last 3 years before you will be eligible to enter to America. Here's the important note: entities need to be in the same industry. This is another significant thing. So a lot of time, my clients ask me a question: hey, do we need to do the exact same work? The answer is no. Both entities do not need to do the exact same work, but they both need to be within the same industry. If it is not within the same industry, it would be very difficult to establish parent-child relationship, subsidiary relationship, branch or affiliation under common ownership relationship. That's why it needs to be within the same industry. Let me give you an example. So let me give you an example with our company. So we have a IT, it's a law firm, right? But we have an IT department. So our IT department from, let's say, India or Pakistan or Bangladesh, we can transfer one person to our American office to do legal work. Because even though the actual work of a law firm and IT department is different, but to perform job as a lawyer, we need IT support. So it is necessary for us for an IT person. So even though it's not exactly related to the same work, but it's within the same industry, same umbrella. So it is easy for us to transfer an IT person from Bangladesh to America to work for our law firm. Deep dive. So L1A, as I said, executives and managers lead so who are executives and managers? Lead a team, department or key functions, makes major decisions, minimal supervision, not just a frontline supervisor. Like it must be like an upper level supervisor. On the other hand, L1B is specialized knowledge, possesses unique or advanced company know-how, expertise not common in the industry. Knowledge need to be proportionally important, right? So those are for the specialized knowledge person. Let's say someone is a accountant or lawyer or doctor or a special kind of engineer. They will come under L1B visa. On the other hand, L1A visa is for top level executives, they may have like a bachelor degree, master's degree in business, or other kind of relevant field. That would be for L1A. L1, new office positions, applies to US offices operating less than 1 year. So, meaning, so let's say you have a you have a corporation in Dubai, and you're opening an American branch, and you just opened a branch, and now you're gonna transfer one of your employees from Dubai to America. You will do under this new office positions, and it is easy to do that. Um, Now, what you have to show, you must show physical office space, you must have a lease premises, qualifying relationship with the foreign entity, of course this is important, financial capacity to start operations and pay employees. For extension, must prove active business and adequate staffing to support the role. So those are the requirements for new office positions. A special case, blanket L petition. Streamlines L1 process for large multinational companies is for blanket L petitions, meaning with one petition you can bring multiple people. So to do that, you need like a kind of bigger kind of corporation. It's easy. Pre-qualifies US and foreign entities. No need for separate USCS filings. You can do that with one filing. Eligibility, engaged in commercial trade or services, US office operating 1+ years, 3+ branches, subsidiaries or affiliates, plus one of the following: 10 plus L1 approval in past year, or 25 million plus in US annual sales, or 100,000 plus US employees. So these are giant corporation. You understand that a US corporation having 1,000 plus employees, this is a big deal. Processes after approval: employee apply direct at a US consulate using form I-129S. By the way, this form I-129, this is a kind of funny form. Pretty much a lot of employment based applications you can do with this form I-129. So that's why it's a big form. So a lot of time when people start filing the form I-129, they're confused. They don't know which section to. So let's say you are a H-1B applicant, right? For H-1B applicant, there's a certain area of I-129 form. You do not need to touch other areas. Like for example, I-129S, that part is only for L categories. It's not for H1B or other things. So you have to be careful when you fill up the form I-129. You have to fill up the specific area of the form, not everything. All right, key forms I-129 and L supplement. Form I-129 core petition for all L1 visas, part 5, very critical. Job title, duties and wages. L classification supplemental, page 24 to 27, mandatory for individual petitions, details employee duties abroad and in the US, confirms qualifying relationship, parent, branch, subsidiaries, affiliate, etc. So all those are like nitty gritty things. You don't have to understand everything, because it will be difficult for you. Just keep in mind that what is the basic requirement of L1, and you can depend on us. We'll take care of rest of the things. USCS fees. By the way, I must give you a disclaimer. Fee gets changed very often, so do not follow exactly. So it may change. So anytime you apply for any new petition, new application, please double check the latest form, latest fee, and follow the latest instruction. Base filing for I-129 is $1,385, $695 for small nonprofit employees. Asylum program fee, $600. This is a funny thing, like as the people who apply for asylum, they don't pay any filing up until recently. They don't file any asylum fee. That's why people for other categories, they pay this additional fee to take care of that side. So asylum program fee is $600, 300 for the small, 0 for the nonprofit. Fraud prevention fee, $500. Initial petition and employer charges. Public law 114 to 113 fee, $4,500, applies to large employers within more than 50% H1B L1 staff. Premium processing fee, if you need premium, this is optional. If you need, ensure 15 days adjudication, there's a premium processing fee. DS 160, consulate fee is $205 per applicant. Spouse, children filed separately for L2. So those are the fees. Our office and timeline. So our fees and timeline. Part 1, for I-129 petition USS filing, at our fee is $5,400. $2,900 initial plus $1,250 per month. Our processing 4 weeks usually. Sometimes we can do it early if you provide all the information to us. It depends on basically you, how fast you can provide everything and how accurately you can provide. We can definitely do it within less than 4 weeks, but that is kind of like a standard time. USCS timeline, regular for 5 to 6 months, premium like 15 days. Part two. So L categories has two parts. The first one is to USCIS, and the second part is to the local US embassy. So part two, consular process. The name of the form is DS 160. Attorney fee is $500 per person. Our processing 2 weeks. Again, it may take shorter time depending on how quickly you can provide everything. And embassy timeline varies depending on location. In every embassy has their own timeline. Common RFE and denial triggers. So this is a very important thing. Please remember that ambiguous job duties will trigger RFE and may even cause you denial of the application. So role must be clear and very specific, must show managerial, executive, or a specialized knowledge position. The more specific, the more concrete, job duties you can provide is better for your application. Weak qualifying relationship, missing proof of ownership, control, stock certificate, incorporation documents, that will cause you RFE or even denial. So please make sure the two corporations must have a qualifying relationship. That is really important for L categories. Insufficient doing business evidence, lack of active business proof, taxes, finances, invoice, etc. Those are really, really important. Also, new office gaps, inadequate premises, business plan or funding, L1 knowledge not specified, duties not clearly distinct from industry norms will also cause you RFE or denial. Handling a USCS site visit. So there are the key steps. Please remember that the first one is point person. Assign a trained contract. Contract, like for example HR. Verify credentials. Record officers' name, title, contact information, etc. Keep petitions ready. Have all L1 petitions accessible. Answer truthfully. So these are the, like when you go for interview, these are the things will help, really help you. Answer truthfully. Confirm duties, location, salary as filed. Don't guess. If they ask you any question, if you do not know it, just say, hey, I don't know it, or I'm unsure, and I'll follow up if needed. But don't guess and say something that is wrong, because wrong information, false information is very dangerous for your application. Notify us immediately. Call the firm as soon as the visit starts. L1 petition best practice. So these are the things like will definitely help you if you practice this thing. Front load evidence. So submit clear, complete documents upfront. So this is our very bad experience with some of our clients. Sometimes when they start working with us, we ask for information and documents. They are not willing to provide us those. That's not good for you. So I would highly recommend you to provide us all the necessary and important documents and information so that we can prepare your petition properly. Tell a story. Show why this employee is needed in the US. Storytelling is very important everywhere, including legal procedures. So why this employee is needed in the US is very important. Define the role. Include detailed duties with time percentage. Educate the client. Prepare for new office rules and possible site visit. Right? You need to educate your people. That's really important. Double check detail. Verify corporate relationship and fees and everything. So those are like the best practice. That was my short presentation today. If you have any questions, please, you can ask us now or later. I'm going back to Manushi. Manushi, I cannot hear you. I think you're muted.
Yeah, sorry for that. Yeah. Okay. Hi. Thank you so much, Mr. Mahajan. This was a really detailed and insightful presentation, and we got a lot of information which we were unaware of for the L1 visa. Now we will take a very quick 1 or 2 minutes break before moving on to our Q&A sessions. So please stay tuned.
At Raju Law, we are proud to offer one of our most promising services, the EB2 NIW application. With an incredible success rate of 94%, our team has helped more than 1,000 clients navigate this efficient route to permanent residency in the United States. EB2 NIW allows highly skilled professionals and individuals with exceptional abilities to apply for a green card without the need to find an employer sponsor. Whether you're a scientist, engineer, doctor, or entrepreneur, this visa offers a unique opportunity to live and work in the United States based on your qualifications and contributions. At Raju Law, we're here to guide you every step of the way, making the process seamless and stress-free. Contact Raju Law today for the free EB2 NIW evaluation and start your journey.
Hi and welcome back, everyone. Hi and welcome back, everyone. That was a very informative session of the L-1 visa and how business can successfully expand to US. Now it's time for our Q&A segment. Mr. Mahajan, we have received very excellent questions from our audience, both in advance and during the session. So let's start with the few of the most common ones. We have our viewer over here, Abdul Aziz, who has written in a language which I don't understand. I
Yeah,
believe you would.
I understand it. Yeah, he's saying, "Bhaiya, apnar logic অসাধারণ," meaning your argument is very great, kind of thing. Thank you, Mr. Aziz, for your compliment. It means a lot to me. Thank you. I really appreciate you watching our live show.
Yes, and now coming to MD Maksudar Rahman, he wants to take an appointment with you, and I'm your client too.
Thank you very much. So the best way to take my appointment is from our website. If you go to our website, there is a way to make appointments, and I think this is the easiest for everyone. But if you have difficulty, and since you live in New York, you can also call our New York office and try to make an appointment. I apologize in advance that it takes some time to get an appointment from me, because I always have like at least 2-3 weeks booked upfront. But you can either call our New York office, they will help you, or you can go to our website and make appointment by yourself. Both are good for us.
Yes. Yes, and now there are very common questions asked in advance by our clients that I have a particular, uh, proprietorship business in Bangladesh. Am I eligible for an L1 visa?
Well, if you have a business in Bangladesh, the
Mm-hmm.
next step is you have to start another business in America. And then the two business must have a qualifying relationship, kind of like a parent-child relationship or subsidiary, or like, there are multiple other options. So you have to have two businesses, one in Bangladesh and one in America, and then you can transfer yourself from Bangladesh to America. Without a American entity, you cannot transfer yourself. So the next step is to start a business in America.
Okay. So when you told about the parent and child relationship, so let's say for example we have a Coca-Cola company, right? So when we open the same business in America, is it like that the same business should be of something drinks or particularly let's say of Coca-Cola only, or it
So
can be
parent
any
child,
drink?
yeah, parent child is a different kind of thing. So let's say a US corporation, let's say Coca-Cola, a US corporation,
Mm-hmm.
and then they opened another business in Dubai, and the Dubai business is directly under the American business. That would be a
Mm-hmm.
parent-child relationship. Like the American corporation is the mother corporation, and the Dubai corporation is the daughter corporation, a son corporation. However, there are a lot of legal problem with this kind of relationship. That's why
Mm-hmm.
a lot of smart businesses nowadays, they do not open like a parent-child corporation. They just open like a subsidiary, or they just open franchisee. So if it is a franchisee kind of relationship, so let's say Coca-Cola,
Mm-hmm.
um, sold franchisee to a Dubai corporation, then
Ah,
there will be less legal hassle for the American corporation. So it depends on the kind of business, it depends on the relationship. To sell franchisee, you have to have a special kind of license first. So it creates some problem, but bottom line, it depends. And so
Mhm.
if a business owner come to me, explain everything, the nature of the business, his target, his other things, then I'll be able to guide him what would be the
Mhm.
best scenario in this situation. If you know parent child is the best scenario or some other thing, that'll be different.
Oh, perfect, perfect. That was a good one. Can I also start a proprietorship between in the US under the L1 visa?
So L1 visa, so you cannot start a business under L1. So L1 is later. First, you have to start a business in America as a foreign person. You're living in Bangladesh or India or any other country, and you are opening a business here in America as a foreign person, and then you transfer yourself under L1 visa.
Okay.
To open a business in America, you do not need any visa. Anybody in the world can open a business in America.
Oh, yeah, but we do also need to find someone to assist, like an agent or someone, right, to open a
Yes, a
business in
resident
the
agent. Yes.
yes.
Mhm.
Okay. And okay, what is the absolute non-negotiable requirement for any L1 petition if we are doing a petition?
There are many. There are many non-negotiable. Number one, there must be a qualifying relationship. Both of the entities must do regular business. The job duties and responsibilities must be clear. So all the things that I say today, pretty much all of those are absolutely necessary things.
Okay. So when we talk about the L1 visa, so we know that there is a owner of a company. So when we are giving, let's see, even the franchisee part, we are giving it in the America, or even if we want to open. So owner needs to be there available all the time when during the process or something like that.
No, no, no. Starting a business or doing business in America is very easy.
Mhm.
People has no idea. If the owner doesn't need to be available all the time. Owner even doesn't need to be actively involved. It's very easy to start a business in America.
That's a good thing because in Dubai it's a lot
It
more complicated situation.
complicated, yeah. And like I have business in Dubai, I have business in Bangladesh, I have business in America, I have business in Portugal, and I also business of Italy. Out of all these countries, America is the easiest place to start and run a business.
That is definitely a true thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is I'm a manager in my Dhaka office because I manage a team of 5 data entry clerks. Will this qualify from an L1A?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, managing five people. It depends on the business. So let's say you are managing only five people, but your company has 1,000 employees. Then you're probably not a like a upper level, like a top level kind of executive. L1A is for top level executive. But let's say your company has people of 10 and you are managing five people, then yes, you are one of the top people. So it depends on the company. But I think you will qualify for L1A.
Oh, perfect. There is also one more called L1B as well, right? There is one
Mhm.
L1A and one is L1B. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Can my spouse work in the US if I'm on a L1A visa?
Yes, spouses and children are under L2, and yes, spouses are allowed to work under L2.
Perfect. Okay. Can L1 visa holder apply for a green card?
So L1 by itself will not give you green card, but you can apply for green card in other options. Like you can definitely apply for green card in EB1C, EB5, EB3, EB1, EB2. All those things are open, but L1 by itself will not give you green card.
So we have to look at other options after our L1 visa is getting over, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. How can I demonstrate that I qualify for an L1A managerial role?
Well, we need more information. If you take an appointment from us, either me or any of our case manager or other attorneys, we will evaluate your situation and we will be able to tell you whether you qualify for it or not.
Perfect, perfect. We have one more audience of our some Shameen Khan who is telling wonderful. Thank you so much, Shameen Khan, and watching our live today. Okay, so I think this is it for our Q&A sessions, and we have also taken the live comments as well. Thank you, Mr. Mahajan, for clarifying those questions so clearly. I'm sure that our audiences really appreciate your practical advice. Before we wrap up, Mr. Mahajan, would you like to share any of your final thoughts on or advice on the business owner preparing to transfer their operations or employees to the US under the L-1 visa?
Yeah, not for L1, but for overall. As I said, in the few minutes ago, America is literally the best place to do business. It's a heaven for entrepreneurs. So no matter someone has planned to move to America, like immigrate to America, whether you want to stay in America or not, that's your personal choice. But if you really want to do business, America is literally the best place to do business. So I highly, highly recommend all entrepreneurs all over the world to start a business in America, do business, make money, and then you can take money out to your home country, or you can stay anywhere you like. But this is really a good place to do business. So I highly recommend entrepreneurs to take benefit of American um, business environment.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mahajan, for joining us today and sharing your expertise. It was an absolute pleasure having you here,
Same
and we
here.
will meet
Thank you.
for the next live. And that's all for today's Monday Live. Thank you to everyone who joined us. Don't forget to follow our page for upcoming sessions and latest immigration insight. And remember, Immigration for All goes live every Monday at 11 a.m. EST, 10 p.m. Bangladesh time, and 8 p.m. Dubai Standard Time. Before we close today's session, let's take a very quick look at our latest immigration news updates from this week. Until next time, this is Manshi Katira signing off. Stay informed and stay inspired. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's immigration update from Raju Law. We bring you the latest news, USCIS updates, and policy changes that matter. This week's top stories include facial recognition expanded to all foreign travelers. DHS ends automatic work permit extensions. USCIS launches direct bank payments for fees. Trump slashes US refugee cap to 7,500. 6 indicted in Chicago immigration protest. Illinois governor urges pause on ICE raids for Halloween. Let's start with a major border security update. CBP will soon photograph all non-US citizens entering or leaving the country, including children under 14 and adults over 79. Photos link with passport data to verify identity. The system is expected at major airports within 5 years. Critics warn it increases government surveillance. Next, DHS ends a long-standing work permit policy. Starting October 30, 2025, DHS will no longer grant automatic work permit extensions, previously allowing up to 540 extra days. The change may leave many temporarily unable to work. Applicants are advised to file renewals 6 months early to avoid interruptions. Now, a USCIS update on fee payments. USCIS now allows applicants to pay immigration fees directly from US bank accounts using Form G1650. Starting October 28, payments must be via ACH debit or credit card using Form G140. The move modernizes payments, reduces fraud, and streamlines processing. Turning to Trump's refugee policy changes. The Trump administration has set the refugee cap at 7,500 for 2025, down from 125,000 under Biden. Most admissions will prioritize white South Africans. Refugee advocates warn this undermines U.S. humanitarian commitments and leaves weighted applicants worldwide sidelined. Next, legal consequences from a Chicago immigration protest. A federal grand jury in Chicago indicted 6 people, including Democratic candidate Kat Abu-Ghazaleh, for allegedly interfering with a federal agent during a September protest outside an ICE detention center. Alleged actions include blocking and damaging an agent's vehicle. The indictments drew criticism from Illinois Democrats. Finally, a plea to pause ICE raids for Halloween. Governor J.B. Pritzker requested the Trump administration suspend immigration raids over Halloween to let children celebrate safely. In a letter to DHS, ICE, and CBP leaders, Pritzker condemned recent federal actions, including tear gas at a Halloween parade. DHS has not responded. That wraps up this week's immigration updates. Stay connected with Raju Law for more news, insights, and guidance. See you next week with the latest US immigration developments.